Good morning. My name is Zoe, and I'm so glad to be with you for Sunday Live Dharma. I've been coming to this temple for a few years, and I find such a sense of community, and I'm feeling that sense of community as we've started the Summer Olympics, and I've been watching that and really enjoying that this summer. Today, Reverend Won Gong will lead us in guided meditation, and we will contemplate two scripture passages about meditation practice. Let us begin by reciting the essential dharmas of daily practice on page 11. Essential dharmas of daily practice. The mind is originally free from disturbance, but disturbances arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the equanimity of our true nature by letting go of disturbances. The mind is originally free from delusion, but delusions arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the wisdom of our true nature by letting go of delusions. The mind is originally free from wrongdoing, but wrongdoings arise in response to sensory conditions. Let us restore the precepts of our true nature by letting go of wrongdoings. Let us replace disbelief, greed, laziness, and ignorance with belief, zeal, questioning, and dedication. Let us turn resentment into gratitude. Let us turn dependency into self-reliance. Let us turn reluctance to learn into willingness to learn well. Let us turn reluctance to teach into willingness to teach well. Let us turn lack of public spirit into eagerness to serve the good of all. Now, please stand up behind your mats for peaceful relaxation Qi Gong movements led by Nick.
Good morning, everybody, and good morning to those at home. Let's start by standing about shoulder width apart and take a moment to be mindful of those around you. Make sure you've got enough space. And take a deep breath in and just bring your awareness to your body as you breathe out. Breathe in one more time. Feel any tension. Breathe out, relaxing your shoulders. This time, as you breathe in, gather your hands together and push down, breathing out. Breathing in and out. Now breathe in, push out to the side like you're pushing against walls. Hold your breath and breathe out. Breathing in. Feel the tension in your arms. Breathe out, releasing. This time, breathe in and reach up towards the ceiling, looking up between your hands. And breathe out, releasing. One more time. Breathing in, reaching up. Hold your breath. And release, breathing out. This time, breathe in, arms to the side, and bend over at the waist. Breathing out. Now breathe in, stacking one vertebra at a time, up to the top, and breathe out. One more time, breathing in, and out. In and out. Now let's take a moment to do a few circles to kind of loosen up our joints and prepare for seated meditation. We'll start with our ankles. And reverse the direction. The other side. And reverse. Now, hands on your knees. We're going to spin our knees in a circle. And reverse the direction. Next, hands on your hips. We're going to draw a circle like our upper torso is a paintbrush with our hips. You can start small and then get gradually larger as you feel comfortable. And reverse the direction. Next, we'll put our hands on our shoulders, and we'll do the same thing with our elbows, drawing small circles, and then gradually larger ones, opening up your back and your chest. And then reverse the direction, starting small, and then gradually getting larger. Now, clasp your hands behind your back like this and let your head hang down. We're going to breathe in and bring our head up to one side in a circle. When you reach the back, breathe out. And when you reach the bottom, come back up in the other direction. And one more time. Come to rest at the bottom, and then release slowly back to center. This time, gather your hands up in front of you and take a breath in, pushing one arm to the side and drawing the other back like you're drawing a bow, holding your breath and feeling the tension in your arms, and breathe out, releasing onto the other side. Keep your eyes on the extended hand. Breathe out, back to center. The other side. Back to center. Now, let's take a moment to center our bodies. We're going to take a deep breath in and out. Now breathe in and feel from your feet all the way up to your head with a gentle awareness. And breathe out, releasing any tension or uneasiness. One more time, scan your body and relax. Take a moment to bounce up and down a little bit, shake your arms. Move a little bit from side to side. You can give some attention to anywhere that you felt there was specific tension. And if not, you can go to the left, to the right, backwards, forwards, and slowly come back to a standing position. One more time. Breathe in. Push down the energy. And then slowly relax, letting your arms rest by your sides. Bring your feet together and your palms together. Now please join us for 4 bows to Dharmakaya Buddha Fourfold Grace, either full standing or kneeling bows to your comfort.
With gratitude, I bow to the grace of heaven and earth, honoring the marvelous gift of nature and the universe. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of parents and everyone who has given me life and nurtured me. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of fellow beings, the truth of interconnectedness among all beings. With gratitude, I bow to the grace of laws, which guides us, protects us, and promotes justice.
Meditation is simple and easy. We can practice it. We can enjoy it. Please take time to find your most comfortable position. You may wiggle to release any tension. You may consciously, unconsciously holding, gently rock back and forth until you feel balanced and centered. Relax your whole body from head to toe. Invite the soft energy brushing off all the tension from head, face, neck, your back, and whole body. Breathe in deeply and softly, and then release your breath fully, naturally. Let your mind settle into your lower belly. In general, if we rest our consciousness, awareness, and breathing energy on our lower belly, that helps us to feel grounded and connected with the grounding energy. Our lower belly often is called Tanjan, the home of Tanjan, our Qi energy center. With your awareness and breathing, abide in your Tanjan and focus your breath there. As your mind-body settles, gradually and gently, open up and straighten your spine very gradually, inch by inch. As you do, you may feel your chest and heart opening. Look straight ahead, then let your eyelids relax. Feel your ears softly aligned down with your shoulders. All the time, it's nice to go back to your shoulders, inviting your shoulders to melt downwards. You can even imagine the distance between your ears and shoulders getting farther and farther. Can you feel the already peaceful sensation of your arms and hands? Our arms and hands relaxing. Forehead softens. Face, every facial muscles relaxing. Even better, if you can gently invite smiley energy on your forehead, face. It makes a big difference in your meditation If you can even lift up the corner of your mouth a little bit, there you go. Beautiful. When thoughts arise in your mind, we know it is very normal to have thoughts, but we have beautiful, aspiring mind. I will not play with my thoughts today during this 20 minutes meditation. I notice my thoughts come and go. I just come back to my sitting body, breathing body, this peacefully relaxed energy here now. When you leave our thoughts alone, they will simply disappear. So we simply bring our awareness back to our lower abdomen, our tanjan, with mind eye. Just gaze at that breathing, that awareness. Breathe in deeply and softly. And breathe out, release your breath naturally. Breathe in fully. Let your thoughts and the mind awareness follow all the way end of your in-breath and drop, let it go naturally. Simply being, simply noticing, come back to our breath. Whenever thoughts are trying to occupy your mind, then give them big hugs and then breathe out, release. With our practice, we rest and abide in this realm of calm, clear, present awareness. How grateful and blessed we are to pause together in our inner calm.
Yangju, page 4. Yangju Chanji
Yangya Shimjang Mansayo Ea Shimtong Chanji Yoa Dong Ilche Ayo Chanji Dong Shimjang Chanji Yangya Shimjang Mansayo Ea Shimtong Chanji Yoa Dong Ilche Ayo Chanji Dong Shimjang Chanji Yangya Shimjang Mansayo Ea Shimtong Chanji Yoa Dong Ilche Ayo Chanji Dong Shimjang Chanji Yangya Shimjang Mansayo Ea Shimtong Chanji Yoa Dong Ilche Ayo Chanji Dong Shimjang Chanji Yangya Shimjang Mansayo Ea Shimtong Chanji Yoa Dong Ilche Ayo Chanji Dong Shimjang Chanji Yangya Shimjang Mansayo Ea Shimtong Chanji Yoa Dong Ilche Ayo Chanji Dong Shimjang Chanji Yangya Shimjang Mansayo Ea Shimtong Chanji Yoa Dong Ilche Ayo Chanji Dong Shimjang.
Prayer for world peace. Grace of
Heaven and earth, grace of parents, grace of fellow beings, grace of laws. O Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, may we take refuge in Dharma and be filled with compassion and wisdom. May we transform delusion into wisdom, greed into generosity, resentment into gratitude, discord into harmony, and hatred into compassion. May all nations grow and benefit mutually. May the strong help the weak, and may the weak learn and evolve according to Dharma. May all those who have died from world conflicts and disasters be delivered through all obstacles and be at rest. May there be peace throughout the world, and may all beings enjoy tranquility and happiness, living in their original true nature. This we pray with our whole hearts. Sincerely and truly, where my hands touch the world, where my feet walk on the earth, where my voice echoes through the hills, and in all realms where my heart and mind reach, that we all together, share true affinity for attaining great enlightenment and for helping all living beings.
Ilwan Song Vow, page 9. Ilwan Song Vow.
Ilwan is the realm of Samadhi, beyond words and speech, the gateway of birth and death, transcending being and non-being, the origin of heaven and earth, parents, fellow beings, and laws, the true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters, unenlightened people, and sentient beings. Ilwan manifests as both permanence and impermanence, viewed as permanence. Ilwan unfolds into an infinite world that is ever abiding, spontaneous, just as it is viewed as impermanence. Ilwan unfolds into infinite worlds through the cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, and the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings. According to how we use our minds and bodies in the four forms of birth, we transform through the 6 realms of existence, progressing or regressing with grace, arising from harm or harm from grace. Therefore we unawakened beings vow to practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after Ilwan Song, the Dharmakaya Buddha, by cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs and universal principles thoroughly, and using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, and receiving grace rather than harm, until we attain the great empowerment of Ilwan and become one with the nature of Ilwan.
How are you doing this morning? If you're good, if you're happy, you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy, you know it, smile at your friend. Welcome to Happy Sunday Dharma. Today we are going to contemplate on 2 Dharma passages. Nick is going to raise up the book hold up the book. This is we call the red book, the original from Korean text. It was translated into English, and you find that little extra paper this morning. And first, Nick is going to read the original translation version from the red book, and then we'll read a slightly revised version that may be easier for us to understand. And then after reading this passage a couple of times together, we will pause in silence and meditate on it. The Scripture of the Founding Master, Chapter 3, Practice.
12. The Founding Master said, "The many enlightened masters of the Sun School have opened myriads of stratagems and myriads of gateways to Sun. But if we were to combine them all into a single phrase, it would be, bring an end to deluded thoughts and cultivate the true nature, so that the void and calm, numinous awareness will appear in front of you. Therefore, the following phrase expresses the main principle of Sun. Ever alertness within calmness is correct, but the blankness within calmness is wrong. Ever calmness within alertness is correct, but idle thoughts within alertness are wrong."
Now let us read the revised version with a more contemporary language, verse 12. We will read it 2 times together. 12. The Founding Master said, "The many enlightened masters of Sun meditation have opened many strategies and gateways to meditation. If we were to combine them all into a single phrase, it would be, bring an end to deluded thoughts and cultivate your true nature, so that the void and calm, luminous awareness will clearly appear." The following phrase expresses the main principle of Sun meditation. Ever alertness within calmness is correct, but dull blankness within calmness is not correct. Ever calmness within alertness is correct, but idle thoughts within alertness is not. Let us read one more time, this time a little bit slower. The Founding Master said, "The many enlightened masters of Sun meditation have opened many strategies and gateways to meditation. If we combine them all into a single phrase, it would be, bring an end to deluded thoughts and cultivate your true nature, so that the void and calm, numinous awareness will clearly appear." The following phrase expresses the main principle of a Sun meditation. Ever alertness within calmness is correct, But dull blackness within calmness is not correct. Ever calmness within alertness is correct. But idle thought within alertness is not. Let us meditate for 5 minutes.
13. The founding master appeared during the seated meditation period at a meditation hall and asked the congregation, "What goal do you have in mind for sitting in meditation and resisting drowsiness?" Quan Tong Hua answered, "The human spirit is originally whole and bright, but this integral spirit is lost because it splits into myriad pieces in response to greed-creating sensory conditions, which at the same time dim the radiance of wisdom. Thus, we meditate in order to calm the defilements and to unify our distracted spirit, so that we will gain the power of cultivation and the radiance of wisdom." The founding master said, "If you all truly understand the merit that derives from cultivation, your dedication will naturally continue without anyone pressuring you. However, there is one thing you should be careful about. If you do not accurately understand this technique, and becoming either impatient or seeking out strange signs, you do not practice the genuine Son Dharma, then during your practice you may instead become ill, fall into a perverse path, or create more defilements. You must often assess your method against our Dharma of seated meditation, or inquire about the correct procedures from your seniors, thereby assuring that your practice does not have the slightest error. If you diligently pursue the right practice, you will easily gain freedom of body and mind. All the Buddhas, sages, and great masters have attained such power of mind through this Son Dharma."
Together, verse 13. The founding master appeared during the seated meditation period at a meditation hall and asked the congregation, "What goal do you have in mind for sitting in meditation and resisting drowsiness?" Quan Dong Hua, a practitioner, answered, "The human spirit is originally whole and bright, but this integral spirit is lost because it splits into many pieces in response to greed-driven sensory conditions, which dims the radiance of wisdom. Therefore, we meditate in order to calm mental defilements and to unify our distracted spirits and gain the power of cultivation and the radiance of wisdom." The founding master said, "If you all truly understand the blessings that arise from cultivation, your dedication will naturally continue. However, there is one thing you should be careful about. If you do not accurately understand this technique and become impatient or pursue strange signs, you will not be practicing the genuine Son Dharma. During your practice, you may instead become ill and fall into a perverse path. You must often assess your practice in light of the Dharma of seated meditation, or inquire about the correct procedures from experienced teachers. If you diligently pursue right practice, you will easily gain freedom of body and mind. All the Buddhas, sages, and great masters have attained such a power of mind through this Son meditation Dharma. Let us meditate on this for a couple of minutes.
These passages, to me, have a continued theme of awareness. To have an awareness of both your practice as well as the environment around you, to ensure that what you're doing is actually helping you as you continue to develop and grow as a practitioner. But I'm very curious to know what all of you think. So for the friends at home, please feel free to share your thoughts in the live chat, or if you have any questions, please share those as well. And for both the people at home and those here in the Dharma Hall, we'll have a Q&A session right after this discussion. For those of you here in the Dharma Hall, please turn to the person or couple of people right beside you and share your thoughts and questions with them for a brief moment of discussion.
Well, I love to hear this active conversation energy. Actually, we didn't give you much time. So this kind of a Dharma conversation is really fun and then very, very special because you wouldn't have this kind of conversation not much in our daily activities. Yeah. So please stay longer after this session and continue to enjoy your Dharma conversations, and which is a wonderful way to hone our wisdom and excavate the great innate wisdom within. Any questions on these passages? Any friends online left questions?
Well, the friends online all seem to get it because there are no questions.
Wow.
I have a question.
You do
though.
have a question.
Yeah. So I would like you to expound a little bit more on what it means by fall into a perverse path or create more defilements. It sounds very dramatic.
Indeed. You are looking at the verse 13, right? That's true. And then we softened a little bit with the revised verse because it sounded very dramatic. Could you read that line, Shauna?
If you do not accurately understand this technique and become impatient or pursue strange signs, you will not be practicing the genuine Son Dharma. During your practice, you may instead become ill and fall into a perverse path.
The meditation is, you hear the word Son Dharma, Son, this Chinese character, Japanese character, Korean with Son. This first part of the Chinese character, it means seeing. The other part of the Chinese character means oneness. And it's pronounced as Zen, or in Chinese, Chen. In Korean, it's pronounced as Sun. So Sun. So we all call it meditation, but then the way of meditating is seeing oneness, the one nature of oneness. It can be called as non-duality, the true realm, the beyond all the defilements, judging mind, the dramatic, the concept, oh, this is dramatic or non-dramatic, or traumatic or non-traumatic, that's all dissolved there. So that realm, in our deep meditation, we rest and recover our energy by seeing and connecting and abiding in that sense and realm of oneness. Sotaesan, our founding teacher, alerted us, there are many, many wonderful meditation techniques and methods. Then sometimes, during meditation, I can see all these wonderful things, or because I meditate, or during meditation, I can predict things. So it's called strange sign. It's translated as strange sign, almost like a mysterious pursuing, seeking for kind of a, supernatural power or mysterious sign. And the main purpose of a meditation, our teacher said, freedom of mind. And so we have more maintain sound mind and spirit in our everyday life. That's the purpose. It's not to float. It's not to predict. It's not to have some special power that ordinary people do not have. That's not the purpose. Those signs can happen. So it's not like, if you see I see the wonderful different aura and color during meditation. It's not good or bad, but that's not the goal. Do not pursue those signs. Some, however, at the time when Sotaesan was opening his teaching to the community, in that the political and then the historical context in Korea, there are a lot of indigenous spiritual movement. People are looking for some kind of a supernatural power and good luck and good blessing, because so much struggles there. And so there were actually teachers who are encouraging people to go to that direction. And so there's an alerted the right practice. And then if you do pursue that way, in a way, it can lead you to the perverted path. Something is more like away from the right practice. And without knowing the proper way, without checking in with the meditation guide, if you meditate on your own, sometimes you can create some sort of the illness, or even physical health can be affected. For example, I have a personal herniated back issue with my family altogether, and then I love to have a full lotus posture. So I had a full lotus posture, sitting posture for years and years, and later I learned it's not good for my herniated back. So finally, I said goodbye, beautiful full lotus posture. And then I am, doing different sitting posture, which is really wonderful and comfortable without torturing myself. And then how did I know? I kind of learned that from other more experienced meditation teachers. They guide me. So we need to check on, and then also in our scripture book, there are some method of sitting meditation. You check on those things, but if you don't understand, what does that mean? Why did Sotae-san said, make in-breath a little bit fuller and longer, and out-breath and shorter? There are a lot of detail, tangible, practical guidance, and then you try on those things and then check in with any meditation teacher or anyone who has more experience in meditation. Am I answering to your question? More than what? Okay, sorry, I gave you more food. Any other questions on these passages? Or any thoughts and comments to share? Yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, John, I can use the microphone since you are sitting in front of it.
Okay. There we go. Okay. I love that song means seeing oneness. Okay. Because if there's just one thing going on, one thing, there can't be oneness and John or Shauna, right? It's just one thing going on. So who's speaking right now and to whom?
You watch, you see it. You see it. Who's speaking? Your question, who's speaking right now? Who's listening right now?
Well, if there's only one thing, how can there be some other thing talking to some other thing?
Yeah, that is an expression here at the verse 12. What do you think about that? The void and calm, numinous awareness. You avoid calm, numinous awareness, listening, paying attention to. It's wonderful to be connected with your void, calm, numinous awareness.
What does it mean? Is that your question? Or what do we think about it? I think this is very important, because when we're thinking about anything, we're thinking about what we think about it. So it's our own projection or story. So this void and calm numinous awareness is really what's really going on, not what we have going on at all.
Okay, Shauna, would you, for online friends with the mic on, would you briefly summarize a friend's question?
The void and calm sort of like we're always thinking and we're projecting, and when we're taking stuff in, it is what we think about it rather than just it being calm and what it actually is.
Thank you. for your contemplation and question, verse 12, based on verse 12, we create a chant, be here now, clear and calm. Be here now, clear and calm. Verse 13, talking about drowsiness, resisting your drowsiness, why are you here? And the question about, are we thinking about void, calm, numinous? That state of awareness is beyond the thinking mind. It's more like a direct experience and awareness. When we try to explain with the words, sometimes we are going further away from that experience. I appreciate this verse 12 very much because it really says the main principle of a sun meditation is, within calmness, there is alert spirit. Within alert spirit, there is calmness. How many percent for both? 100 together. So one side, alertness, how many percent? 50. And then calmness? But then calmness becomes 60, 70%. What happens? Alertness becomes 70, 80%. What happens? Yeah. So when the 50% of calmness, 50% alertness, we get to really closer to the void, calm, numinous awareness. The calm, void, calm, the awareness. So there's just right element, a portion of alert, awakened spirit, clear, I am aware. I'm not dull, I'm not blank. But then within that alertness, there is a calm, grounding energy. So that's why meditation is different from taking a nap.
This is my thought about John's question about the separateness. Is in the Heart Sutra it says, form does not differ from emptiness, emptiness does not differ from form. So the emptiness never actually becomes form, it doesn't change, but it does take on the appearance of form. So, not separate.
Thank you. Well, time flies while we are having wonderful Dharma conversation. I would say Dharma party. Do you have any closing announcement?
We sure do. Thank you all for practicing with us today. If you want a double dose of practice, you are invited to join the Raleigh Center at 4 p.m. this afternoon for more meditation and sharing. Our Raleigh Center is in the peaceful forest near Falls Lake. On August 17th, on Saturday afternoon, there is an introduction class to Won Buddhism, also at the Raleigh Center. And this class is a great opportunity to learn about Buddhism and Won Buddhism, or just to refresh your knowledge. You can sign up online. Coming up soon, beginning August 5th, there is a 2-night retreat for teens here at the Chapel Hill Temple. If your teen is interested in attending, this is the last chance to sign up. So please let us know as soon as possible. And on September 1st and 2nd, we invite you to join our overnight Labor Day happiness retreat here at the Chapel Hill Temple. You can commute, or you can camp outside, or you can stay at the residence hall. It is designed to connect you with your light-hearted, joyful spirit, as well as immerse you in step-by-step meditation. Don't forget to sign up in the foyer for our email list so that you can receive full updates on all the programs.
Children, come inside, please.
Thank you, Shauna, for so gracefully reading those announcements. My name is Nate, and Won Gong asked me to just say a very brief word about dana, which is a Buddhist term for giving. But as with everything in Buddhism, there's always this deeper wisdom. So for me, dana means flow. It's allowing that which I am and all that I have to offer to flow easily, to give it easily without calculation or without restraints or concerns. And in my life, my experience of that flow is abundance. That's how it comes back to me. I've been a sustainer here for 12 years. And so to me, sustain means, I thought, like to uplift, to hold something up that matters to me, to maintain it. But there's also an implication of a steadiness to it. So it truly doesn't matter what you offer here, but if we can do it consistently, then I sustain what I want to see in the world. And this phrase came to me, be the change that you want to see in the world. So it's be the sustain that you want to see in the world.
Thank you. Let us sing morning prayer song. And the children, welcome. Join us. Add your voice for our morning prayer song, page 13. We have a guitar. Waiting for the guitar. Yeah. Dhammakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, I begin a new day in your presence. Today full of health and with peace of mind, may I walk along the path of the Buddha. Dhammakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, I begin a new day with your grace. Today gratefully and with gentle words, may I live in harmony with all those I meet. Dhammakaya Buddha, fourfold grace, I begin a new day with compassion. Today making the world a more loving place. May I do all that I can for one world. Now turn around and give a big applause to our children who meditated with us the other building. Good job. And let's give a big hand wave to our online friends through the Mr. Sony, waving our hands. 감사합니다.